Now. The SeaGals have arrived in Withernsea and ready to do the talking. The SeaGals with Hull and East Yorkshire Community Foundation Community Learning Fund on 105.3 Seaside FM. Ready to do the talking.
Come on, let's we are in the amazing Shaw Centre. Jayne, you've been here since day one. You built it up from day one.
Well, I didn't build it. I'm not good with a trial girl. I came along not long after the doors opened, so handed a set of keys by the wonderful trustees and said, get this centre buzzing. And that's what we tried to do over the years. We tried to move things forward and get the centre buzzing. A number of different activities that go on. Obviously, the wonderful SeaGals. I am an original member.
There's nothing like flattery.
But we also have training activities. We have back to work support. Systems advice, credit union. Feels like a shopping list now. Home care services, a diner. We're also licensed to hold naming ceremonies. Now, might as well tout for business here. But if someone is looking at a naming ceremony in a beautiful venue overlooking the Holderness coastline, we're available. We are available. We also do weddings.
You do?
I've got to apologise for Saturday though. And you get locked out of the studio.
We was not allowed in our studio all Saturday because it was a wedding. Locked out. Sorry.
Over the years, we've been licensed for weddings for, 6-7 years now. Our very first wedding, and I've got a lady in the back there, we did a wedding competition. And Helen was coordinating weddings at that point, and she managed to beg, borrow, steal, bribe with blackmail, I think it was all, and managed to get a full wedding package worth over 17,000. And we gave it away as part of the competition. It was absolutely fantastic day, glorious day. But over the years we've had a few interesting wedding inquiries, and some very interesting. We've had an Elvis renewal. We became Las Vegas, the Las Vegas of Withernsea, which was great. And we've also had a naturist inquiry.
I do like to get out in the nature.
Yeah,
I'm not sure that's what she means.
As in nude.
Oh, nude. There's all sorts of questions.
They wanted to exchange their vows in the nude. Now, I'm quite a hand gesture person, and when someone says that I would like to disrobe, the hand gestures, you're not quite sure where the hand gesture should go. We were still in that learning process, and you know what I'm like, mouth and brain and mouth, not always connected. Well, when they were saying, that the bridesmaid and the best man, they also disrobe, the Jayne isn't kicked in. And just said, I hope it's not too much of a best man. Now that point, I think I lost the interest of the potential bride.
Yeah, I would imagine.
When we checked it out with the registrars.
Did it mean that you had to be nude as well?
Oh, God forbid. God forbid. I would need a lifetime at the gym. But when we asked the registrars if this was appropriate, they went and said, we don't think it would be quite respectful. It would cause a bit of mayhem with all the glass windows, all the way around the building, and so it would be, a little bit disrespectful of onlookers, so it was declined. Yeah,
well, you can't really see it right now, but this whole wall right behind us is glass. Now, this room is known for its scenery. However, I'm not sure that's the type of scenery that it wants to be known for.
It was
not quite. Now they see you cause a bit of mayhem.
Yeah, I do like to cause some mayhem. I was at a family wedding, and I was running around, sliding on my knees as you do, generally, you know.
How old was you?
I was under the age of 5.
Sorry.
I thought at least it's gone a bit quiet, and my parents went looking around for me, And they must have known that, of course, and they hadn't had the camera ready. They looked backstage, I was opening the bride's presents.
You need that. We need a new toaster, go for it.
You can just imagine they already knew that she was going to be doing this. She was walking around with a Max Spielman camera ready already. Okay, well, I've had a wedding story myself, but it's not. It was a very bad experience. I do DJ, and I DJed this wedding. Was the last one I ever did. And for some reason, people always say the bridesmaid's going to have a good time. But for some reason, the bride's dad decided to plant a big wet kiss on me, and it was absolutely awful.
Was it the naturist wedding that did it?
It could have been, but that was the end of my wedding DJ career. And that's the end of this show. I really hope that you've enjoyed the time that you spent with us, and I hope that you can see the work that we are doing with the SeaGals. Jayne's a SeaGal, we've trained her up, and as you can see, she's done an absolutely fantastic job. You'll be able to hear more as well. We've got more to come on 105.3 Seaside FM, and I hope that you've really enjoyed it. Can we have a clap?
Now, the SeaGals have arrived in Withernsea and ready to do the talking. The SeaGals with Hull and East Yorkshire Community Foundation Community Learning Fund on 105.3 Seaside FM.